Well, hello everybody. This is Reagan, your RV traveler's voice, and coming to you from the banks of Double Lake here near Cold Spring, Texas. This is a National Forest Service campground and park. We're camped here at site number 59, and this is the water view just at the back of our site. The lake is still down a little bit, but not as low as I have seen it, but it is still a little bit low. We're gonna spend a few days here as we kick off the 2023 camping season. Spend a few days here, do a little fishing, do a little walking, do a little hiking around, and just enjoying ourselves here on this wonderful springtime here in Southeast Texas. So stay tuned, and we'll give you a few highlights as we make our way around the park. I'm going to turn just a little bit and you'll see Fred and Ethel there in the background. That's our campsite number 59. So we are just a little short walk from the campsite out here to the wonderful Double Lake. Stay tuned. Well, welcome back everybody. This is Reagan, your RV traveler's voice, and I'm here at the RV and travel trailer loop for sites 29 through 65, and we'll take a quick walk around there and give you a little closer look at those. Campground does have a number of sites that are tent only. They're on the other side of the lake, and they do have some group campsites down the road behind me, which are down by the lake, the dam for the lake. But let's just take a walk around these sites 29 through 65, give you a little bit of a closer look. First site here on the right is a first come first served site, pull through, water and electric. Gets a bit of the afternoon sun, but in the morning you have full shade. And across from 29 is 30 for the camp manager. Stays here at site 30, so that's not reservable. Site 31 here on the inside of the loop. Back in site, full hookups and full shade. Back on the outside here, site 32. Nice pull through, full hookup site, plenty of shade. Nice large picnic area facing the woods. 33 here on the inside of the loop, full hookups. Back in sight, afternoon shade as well. Not quite as large of a camp area. And here we are at site 34 and 35 here on the inside of the loop. They are the first of what we call buddy sites. It's a double site. Reservable as a double site, has two sets of full hookups. One camper pad further down the back, and the other camper pad up here near the front. Just across from that buddy site, you have site number 36. Pull through site here, full hookups, pretty much out in the open, but here in the afternoon sun, you'll see they do get a fair amount of shade. And we come to the second buddy site. Both of the camp pads there are very long, but they do have a fair amount of slope downhill back into the site. So you might have a bit of a challenge leveling it from front to back. Side to side looks pretty much okay. Coming up on site 39 here on the outside of the loop. Pull through full hookup site, pretty much wide open to the sun during midday, but as you can see, around 5 o'clock it's getting its shade. And across the street, site number 40, a back end site here on the inside of the loop, full hookups. Right now the camp host is parked there. All right, we're here at site number 41 on the inside of the loop. Nice back end site. It does get the full sun during middle of the day, but afternoon sun here around 5 o'clock, it's full shade, full hookup site, site number 41. And shout out to my friends Rob and Lori there, and thanks for their service to the Historic Preservation Corps that's been out here working at this campground this week. All right, over here in site number 42, another full hookup site on the outside of the loop. Nice back end site, plenty of shade, pretty much all day in the shade. With the big tree there and trees on both sides. And we'll make our way up to site number 43. Another wonderful site here, nestled back in the woods. We've camped at this one before, really enjoyed it. Plenty of space, plenty of shade, plenty of privacy, not too close to your nearest neighbors here back at 42. And definitely no near neighbors at your campsite. Now we'll make our way around to site number 44 on the inside of the loop, a relatively short back end site. Not too close to any neighbors though. You do get good shade in the afternoon here. And this is the beginning of the water and electric only sites here, 50 amp water and electric. 45 here on the outside of the loop. Also nice private site here, nestled into the woods. Nice camp area. No real near neighbors, plenty of woods between you and the next nearest neighbor. Water and electric. And another real good site here, 46. As far as plenty of shade, plenty of privacy. No neighbors out to the campsite because there's nothing but a visitor parking area down here and a trail out to the lake at your campsite. And otherwise, very nice water and electric back inside. And we're walking up here on 47 on the inside of the loop, back in sight. Little slope uphill and a little bit side to side as well. Surrounded by lots of trees and no neighbors. You are just across from the overflow parking area here and the trail that goes out to the lakeside or the lake shore, and it crosses over this end of the lake and make your way over to the tent camp area on the other side of the lake. Now we make our way to sites 48 and 49. They are, I'll call it a semi-buddy site, in that they are individual sites that are side by side, but you can reserve them individually. But if you're looking to come with another family, another set of campers, these two are very adjacent and almost no separation between the two campsite picnic tables, as they are on the inside of the loop as well. And directly across the road, we've got site number 50. A little bit of slope to back down into it, but not too bad. We've stayed at this one as well, been able to level our rig out front to back. And you see that there is a little bit of the trail that comes right behind you as well. And across from site 51, we come to the first of the main bathhouses here in this loop. And there's a couple of trails that make their way up to the bathhouse. This side of the bathhouse, there are trails off the back of it as well that connect up with the beginning part of this travel trailer loop. And just across from the bathhouse is site number 51, a long back end site, relatively level, and easy access to the trail out to the lake. You're not quite lakefront yet. It's more of a swamp behind you, but it is still a nice site, nice shady. So making our way on up to site number 52, back inside, a little bit uphill, not too bad. Nice campsite here out in the surrounding trees. And just down on the right from 52, you come to 53. And it is a relatively short site here. far as the camp pad goes, the camper pad. And you start to see there in the background, you are on the swamp end of the lake. You got a nice bench out from you. You want to sit and do a little bird watching or watch the wildlife. And just across from 53 is 54. Another pull-through site, water and electric only, full shade, nice large campsite here. And your campsite faces out to 53 as well as 55 there in the distance. Making our way down to 55. Back inside here, and you start to see a little bit of the water out there through the marsh. Nice tent pad there, large camp area on this water and electric site. We'll say that you're backing in and all of your camp area would be behind your rig here at this site. And we walk up to sites 56 and 57. These are also, call it semi-buddy sites. They're adjacent to each other. Nice large camp area between them. And directly across from 57, you'll find site number 58. And it is a water and electric site, back in, fairly level. Nice camp area, and you start to see the lake there behind you as well. One of our favorite sites as well here. And we're here at site 59. This is our site with Fred and Ethel. We'll take just a quick little closer look at 59. This is probably our favorite site here at the campground as far as having a nice lakefront view and a nice, relatively level side to side back in site water and electric. Has a nice picnic table area as well as this fire pit, tent pad here, and as you can see, just a little ways down, small trail, and you're there at the lake. Site number 60 is one of the pull-through sites here on the inside of the loop. Relatively level, front to back. Side to side has a little bit of a tilt. And your campsite is facing the road a bit. But we'll pan around here to the right. There's no one across from you. And you see the lake in the background. Campsite number 60. Here we are at site number 61. Also a nice, wonderful view of the lake. It is a bit narrow, side to side. So we've camped at this one before, but we've been unable to put the awning completely out just because of the trees on both sides. But overall, another great view, nice waterfront location. Coming up on 62, also a back end site. Nice view of the lake. And as we come on around the loop, we have site number 63 here on the right, and we'll take a closer look in a moment. We're going to pan on around here to the left. And you'll see this is one of the bathhouses. Very close here to site number 63. And 63 is a first come, first serve site. We've camped here before and enjoyed our stay. Back in site, also with a little pathway down to the lake. And across from 63 and 64, back in site, a little bit of an upslope to get to it. This site is right here by the bathhouse as well, and does have full hookups, whereas the rest of the sites around lakefront are just water and electric. And just down from 64, across from it, you'll find an entrance to the Lakeshore Trail. Takes you down to a little loop around the 20-acre lake. And we'll make our way around to the last campsite on this loop here for travel trailers, site number 65. A little bit of an upslope to get into it. Back into the trees here, water and electric only. Well, everybody, it's about time to wrap things up here at Double Lake, here near Cold Spring, Texas. We hope you've enjoyed our little video tour and overview of the campsite. This again is one of our favorites, close to home. We call it our home campsite. Hope you have the chance to come out and try out Double Lake at some point in time. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. Please like and subscribe to this video, and we will see you down the road. Happy camping.